Good morning, good evening, everybody. How y'all doing this evening? Funnybone here, and I've been looking today. First of all, y'all, give me a like coming in. Give me a like coming in. If y'all like to come in, if y'all like the video at the end, give me a like, comment, and subscribe. But anyway, people, I was looking this morning, and I was seeing a couple of different things about Diddy and the judge. Remember, I showed y'all a video of his conditions. You couldn't hear it very well. You couldn't hear the audio, and I hope that you be able to hear this one. So if you can't hear the audio, put a one down there in the comment if you can't hear the audio. But what I'm saying, people, is Diddy, the terms of his release, when he's released, his probation and all that is going to be heavily monitored. And I'm going to tell you right now, because of who he is going to have a probation officer who is going to be experienced, and it's going to be somebody who's no nonsense, and it's going to be somebody who's going to make sure Diddy adheres to the terms of his release. And it's a lot, people, a lot. So y'all take a listen at what I'm talking about, and I'll get back with y'all.
Okay, so tomorrow is the day. All eyes on Christina Coram, all eyes on P. Diddy when it comes to Lil Rodney versus Diddy. And this is why they're both about to be in some pretty big trouble. Listen to me closely, 8 minutes. Hey guys, it's Murad Muradi, daily and consistent content, guys. Let's get straight into this video and discuss what has happened. So Judge Oetken, I believe is how you pronounce his name, and we're going to go through the charges that survived and what both Christina Coram and Diddy are facing and what charges were dismissed. People need to remember that charges survived in this case, and a discovery is beginning tomorrow. So I do believe, guys, that it's going to be a while before they get into any kind of trouble, because I believe a trial window, which is going to be happening, and Christina and Diddy, I believe, are both going to be there. This is going to be a pretty big trial, guys, is most likely going to be late 2027 to 2028. The discovery is set to be roughly 6 months to a year, starting from tomorrow. Then also the Anna Kane discovery is happening end of January 2026. Both cases against Diddy, the discoveries are going to be very, very long, guys. Very long indeed. But these are the claims that have survived via Judge Oetken. Judge upheld SA claims because the court found the allegations sufficiently pleaded, and premises liability claims based on the idea that Diddy had control over the properties where these assaults occurred. And the big one is the Trafficking Victims Protection Act, TVPA, claims against Diddy and his chief of staff Christina Coram has also been upheld. If this bypasses, and if Diddy and Christina are found guilty of the Trafficking Victims Protections Act via the judge based on the trial, they are both about to be finished. They are going to be finished, because that will then lead to a criminal indictment happening to both of them, and that is how Christina Coram is going to be basically down. For everybody who is saying, including me, where's Christina? Where's she gone? What's happened? She was nowhere in the trial. The judge mentioned her. What's going on? She was busy prepping for this, because she basically is facing significant charges up against her, and if they're found guilty of that, guys, Christina is finished. Do you understand? She is finished. That man is finished. In litigation, in court, they're both being charged against this. The judge upheld these charges against these two.
Let me just say something, people. They are going to be charged and convicted of that. There's too many people that testified and gave their positions that that's how it happened. So they got evidence of that. And I know a lot of people, like he said, been asking, where are all the testimonies of the victims and the people that's been aiding and abetting him? That's what's coming up now, people. In these civil trials, I've been telling y'all, these civil trials, some of them are going to turn criminal. And that's going to be the end for Mr. Diddy. Because y'all remember now, he can't get in no more trouble. In the probation that he's going to be facing, he can't get in no more trouble. Stuff can't come up about him. See, the government knew what they were doing. That's the reason why Diddy got 50 months. Because the judge knew that he's got upcoming civil stuff that's going to turn criminal. Just knew that. So while we was saying that he should have gotten a harsher sentence, and he should have, now it makes sense why he didn't. And I've been telling y'all, I feel it's going to be more charges against Diddy, and it is. I told y'all that it's going to be more charges against Mr. Diddy. Go back to the videos I've been telling y'all. Subscribers, day one subscribers. Can y'all vouch for me? Didn't Funnybone say that a long time ago? If y'all remember Funnybone saying that months ago, put a one down there. For my old subscribers, for people that's been rocking with me from day one. Y'all pretty much know all the videos I've done. So y'all know that Funnybone is going to bring you stuff truthful. Because I told y'all, Funnybone deal with documents that he can see. Documents are stronger than any hearsay. A lot of this stuff over here be hearsay. People, other folks have did their research and they said that this happened this way. There's no research better than your own. No research better than your own. So people, like I said, Miss KK and a lot of rest of them that's been associated with Diddy, watch out because the government is coming. Like I told y'all it would. Now, we're here. We're here.
Discovery begins tomorrow. But please, guys, discovery is not a week's process. Especially in this case, I believe it's going to be 3 to 6 months at minimum. It could be 9 to 10 months at maximum. And then after that, I believe a trial could happen January, February 2027 with Lil Rodney versus Diddy and Christina, and both of them will be basically dragged to court. That is why Judge Arun said in the criminal trial proceedings at the sentencing, recently, that we want Diddy to be placed closer to the metropolitan area of New York. We don't want this man in New Jersey because he knows that Diddy is facing this case, and he knows that Diddy will have to come to a civil trial in New York, probably the same court, and therefore wants this man in close circumference. The Judge Arun said himself, and he set a dangerous precedent for Christina, that Christina Koren and other global conspirators, were all helping Diddy. All of them were helping Diddy. And so therefore that is a very interesting precedent, somewhat of a foreshadowing in my eyes about what's going to happen in the next couple of years. We just need patience because we know that trials drag on, the system drags on. I wish everything was done much more quicker, guys, but unfortunately that's just not how it's working. But these are the claims that were dismissed. RICO was dismissed. It was deemed insufficient in regards to connection. Negligent and intentional infliction of emotional distress was dismissed. The breach of contract was dismissed, and the TVPA claim against Diddy Global was dismissed. So the Trafficking Victims Protection Act was dismissed against Diddy's global company, but wasn't dismissed against Diddy himself, and wasn't dismissed against Christina. I'm glad that Lil Rodney brought her into the lawsuit. If you read that civil lawsuit, I'm glad that he did that. But I'm glad that Judge Oetken, read the lawsuit properly, found out who Christina is, and has said that he is upholding a charge against her because even he knows that she played a significant part. Even Judge Arun knows that she played a significant part because he mentioned her name. It was just the jurors who for some reason did not uphold her, and I don't understand why. Judge Arun confirmed that Diddy was the organizer. He basically was confirming the RICO stuff as it is. But Judge Oetken here has dismissed it completely. This is going to be a huge case, guys. Huge case. I want to go more into the Trafficking Victims Protection Act, the TVPA, that against Diddy and Christina. The court found that Jones's complaint included specific examples of Diddy allegedly recruiting and coercing Lil Rodney into acts with others and transporting him for those purposes. So the allegations around the TVPA against Diddy and Koren therefore remain in this case.
Now, y'all remember that Lil Rod said he has evidence. He has evidence to prove this. That's why it's getting to discovery, because Lil Rod has his evidence. Y'all remember, go think back. Lil Rod said he's been working with the feds for 2 years on this. So, yeah, it's a lot of stuff that I told y'all from day one is going to be a domino effect. They got too much evidence, too many testimonies, too many deposition people. I told y'all way back they're going to go back and use that. They're going to go back and use it. So it's not looking good for Mr. Diddy. And I tried to do a video the other day, yesterday, about the terms and conditions. I'm not gonna put that back up there just yet. But the terms of his release, I just don't think Diddy is gonna be able to adhere to that. I think that Tucci is gonna be calling Diddy time he gets free. But Mr. Diddy is not gonna be able to touch no Tucci, no marijuana, no nothing. He won't even be able to drink a beer too much. He can't even be around alcohol. Isn't that funny? He used to endorse liquor. Now he can't even drink none. Now he can't even drink a beer. He used to Ciroc. He used to support all that. P Diddy brought Ciroc where it was at. But guess what? Now he can't even sip none of the stuff he endorsed. He can't even sip none of it. So, people, it's funny how karma comes back full circle. All the times he mistreated people, all the times he made people do stuff that he knew that was illegal, strong on him, made him do it anyway. I told y'all that was gonna come back to haunt Mr. Diddy, and it is. So now we're here. We're here, people.
In regards to the SA charge, the judge found enough factual allegations of unwanted touching and forced encounters to state a plausible claim and therefore did not dismiss them. So this is not a win for Diddy just because the judge dismissed majority of the claims. It's very similar to what is going on with Desiree Perez. Judge dismissed majority of the claims. Judge dismissed RICO. Therefore, it's a big win for them. If the judge doesn't dismiss all the claims against you, it ain't a win, because you still got charges that you're going to be facing, still legal fees that you're going to have to be paying, and still your face is going to be showing up in court in regards to the charges that have not been dismissed. So all of it is just public PR persona for these people to show how good it is for them, and really and truly that isn't the case. Christina, you're in big trouble, babes. You're in big trouble. Do you understand? You've got a huge case to deal with. Discovery's beginning tomorrow. We don't know what's going to be found out about you, but I need you guys to keep this as the forefront of your mind. The criminal trial has been and done. Park that and decide. The post prison release sentencing conditions were released by Judge Arun, the last docket. All of that's been wrapped up now. The man's in jail. Forget the criminal trial. Move on from that now. I need to move on from it as well. Let's focus on this Lil Rodney versus Diddy and Christina, because Christina is mentioned and she is charged in this. Do you understand? She's the Diddy trial was just about Diddy. This is Diddy and Christina, and if Christina goes down for trafficking, TVPA and Diddy, then that's going to lead to a criminal indictment. I'm so sorry, and that's exactly what the government prosecution want, because they want to keep this man in jail as much as possible, which is why they're trying to pin the whole Tupac stuff on Diddy via the Keith D trial, which is set to begin soon as well. Yeah, we have, okay, so initial disclosures 14 to 13 days after the order, which is going to be exchange of witness lists, documents and insurance information. Then we have fact discovery, which is going to be, between 6 to 12 months, which is going to be depositions, document productions, subpoenas, interrogations. Then we have expert discovery after the fact discovery, which will be 2 to 4 months, and this will be expert reports, some rebuttals and some depositions as well. And then we have the summary judgment motions within 30 to 60 days after the discovery closes, where parties can ask the judge to rule before the trial. So the discovery for this case, given its SA and trafficking claims, multiple defendants and sensitive evidence with videos, texts, travel and security logs, will almost certainly take to 9 to 15 months unless the judge decides to limit it. Wow. A lot of digital evidence, guys. Cloud accounts, iMessages, videos, extraction from phones, criminal investigations, third-party subpoenas. All of this can take months to prolong this whole issue. We currently are, what's the month now? We are in October. So, scheduling order can be between December 2025, fact discovery fall 2026, expert discovery winter 2026, potential summary judgment ruling mid 2027, and then earliest trial window late 2027 to 2028. That's roughly the timetable of this case, guys, and that's going to be a very long time. But this is the next biggest hurdle that Diddy is going to be facing. Subscribe, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. Diddy.
People, let me say something. I told y'all a long time ago, and I'm not gonna keep hopping on. I told you, but this is just the beginning for Diddy, because I'm gonna tell you how the government is, and I told y'all this before. When Diddy got indicted, and then when he got convicted, and then he got sentenced, that's just the beginning, people. Because when they want you to stay hidden, when they want to hide you for a long time, they're going to hide you for a long time. Point blank, period, people. It don't matter who you are. And just like I told y'all, a lot of this stuff is not for the domestic violence. It's for much more. And the civil trials are coming right after he got sentenced. I told y'all that's not a coincidence, people. Not a coincidence. And I can tell you like this. The terms of his release is going to seem like Diddy is still in jail. It's going to feel like he's still in prison. I'm telling y'all. Y'all look at the condition of his release when he gets out, which is going to be null and void once he get more charges, because this and Christina Coram and Little Rod, this stuff getting ready to happen. He's going to be charged with that, and they got evidence of it. So if y'all think Diddy gonna do just 50 months, put a one down there. If y'all know Diddy gonna do way more than 50 months, that's just 50 months for that trial. How many months you think he gonna get for the rest of this stuff that's coming down the pipe? Because he got a lot of stuff coming down the pipe, people. A lot of stuff. So his life is pretty much ruined. Even before he gets out, his life is ruined, because hoogie offenders, love offenders, y'all know what I'm talking about, they are prohibited in a lot of things. They can't live too close to a park. They can't live too close to a school. They can't live too close to a church. They can't have interaction with no minors unsupervised. Then they're going to discriminate with where you can live, and they're going to discriminate against Diddy because of who he was. Whoever his probation officer is, I hope he get a good one, because he's going to get one that's going to be experienced, and he's going to get one that's going to not give him no leniency at all. See, the government, once they get you people, that's part of when I told you they'll make you serve hard time. Hard time. Diddy life would never be the same again. I told y'all, if Diddy got 3 years or more, I said that Funnybone wanted him to get 15 or better. But I told y'all, if Diddy got 3 years or more, he'll never be the same. And that was just for this. This ain't for this stuff upcoming with Little Rod and this guy that just come out, I can't think his name, just come out and say he was the victim with Diddy. And some horrible stuff he did with what's his name? Christopher Wallace, Biggie. What he did with Biggie's shirt and clothes and all that stuff. And it's disgusting. Yeah, I heard that way back what he did, and it's disgusting. And Diddy is right where he need to be. Diddy is a horrible human being. Horrible. That's why they connected him with all this Keefy D and Tupac and all this stuff. Diddy name gonna be on a whole bunch of stuff for years to come, people. I'm just telling y'all. For years to come. So, if you don't want to do the time, don't do the crime. Simple as that. No matter who you are. He can't have no contact with any vehicles. Thank you, Miss Francis, for you. That's exactly right. He cannot contact none of the victims. Directly or indirectly, he cannot. And you know how I did a little tampering. He's not going to follow that. He's going to try to get one of his goons to try to contact some of those people. And they're going to find out. And that's going to be indirect contact. And then it's going to be his butt right back in prison. You can bank on it. He's not gonna follow all those rules. He's not. He can't. That's just not in his character. To be a follower. He got to be a king and a leader. Up until now. Now he can't lead them off to a flame. Period. So like I said, people, rude awakenings happen every day. Diddy's rude awakening is happening every day. His own rude awakening is happening every single day. He used to have the motto, can't stop, can't stop. No, he didn't stop, but you got stopped. You got stopped. So, in that notion that Diddy is doing fine, and I see where he's saying that he's getting death threats already over there in the sea. He'll be over there for a little while until they decide where they're going to put him. And we know it's going to be close to the New York area. We know that. Because Mr. Diddy going to be going back and forth to court while he's in prison. And that's why they say they want him close as possible to the New York area. So they ain't got to pay nobody to transport him from New Jersey. They ain't got to worry about no traffic. They ain't got to worry about nothing. You can get in one of those unmarked vans and head to the courtroom. So, y'all thinking that y'all loyal Diddy supporters, Diddy been feeding y'all the narrative that he's coming home. He booked speaking engagement somewhere a week after. Okay, that's arrogant. So, we'll see who you be speaking to for the next few years. Mainly who you'll be speaking to is your probation officer. That's who you're going to be speaking to. Because I'm going to tell you right now, people, they're going to be knocking at Diddy's door in the middle of the night. They're going to drug test him. You hear what they say? They can drug test him randomly? Randomly? That's going to be challenging to Diddy. I'm telling you. But his circle of friends that coerce with him, he won't be able to be in contact with none of those because they're going to be defenders themselves. I told y'all Diddy just number one. KK and the rest of them, I told y'all the government is going to holler at them. Little Rod is making it where the government can holler at Diddy and KK. And I told y'all it wasn't over for KK. A lot of my subscribers asked me, well, they not doing nothing to KK in due time. I told y'all in due time. I got to be close to some of my subscribers, and I talk to some of them, and I give my opinion, they give me theirs, and I tell them all the time, P. Diddy didn't know what he was dealing with when it comes to the feds. Y'all heard me say it on here many times. Diddy don't know what he dealing with, but he's finding out now. He's finding out the hard way. Now, because the government don't stop people. Once they meet hooks in you, ain't no getting them out. Ask El Chapo. Ask some of the rest of these people that thought that they was better, smarter than the United States government. People, I told y'all, unlimited resources. The government got unlimited resources to go after you, fool. All these billionaires, even Elon Musk, all these billionaires, they'll run out of money before the government will. Because the government know how to take your money. Every penny that you made, they'll take every bit of it. When I was in the military, we had a cadence that we used to say when we was marching. And they said the government will give you $100 and take back 99 of it. And that's a fact. The government take everything. You owe them, you gonna pay them. I.e. taxes and all that stuff. If you owe the government, you gonna pay them. One way or the other. So people, I saw this. I want to test out my equipment. And some of y'all say y'all hear me just fine. Like I said, I will be live streaming almost every day because I got so many stories that I got to tell people. So many. And so many I might have to start taking notes and putting them in order. It's just that many. Because I told y'all it's going to be domino effect. After KK, it's going to be some more. After that person, going to be some more. All the ones that fled the country, they're next. They're next. People usually don't run for nothing. If you ain't guilty of something, what you running for? The whole old folks say, if you ain't guilty, why look guilty? If you ain't guilty, you look innocent. You would do guilty moves. So people, like I said, all these people that fled, you got to come back. You definitely got to come back. Fleeing ain't gonna do you no good. You can run, but you can't hide. As Russell Simmons, he's gonna come back from Belize. Some more stuff coming up on him. All kind of stuff, people. I told you I got a lot of stuff to report. I might do a video later on, not in the studio, just a regular video like I normally would do. I might do a video, so much stuff, but I believe I got to do 2 videos. This so much coming down Funnybone pipe. Tell me, but people, I saw this. Y'all hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. Y'all hit me a comment if y'all like the video. Tell me what you like about it. And let me ask y'all a question. Change the subject about P. Diddy, because P. Diddy in bad trouble. He ain't going nowhere. I touched on my CPAP journey. I struggled with it again last night. And I think I did manage to doze off a couple times, but you know, I just, like I said, I can't stand for them to restrict me like that, and it seemed like somebody trying to smother me. I don't know if it was claustrophobia. I know I'm claustrophobic. That's why I told y'all it ain't gonna do me. If I was to have to sit in the back of a police car, they'd kill me. I'm too claustrophobic for that. Not being able to use my hands and move my hands on confined like that, a little confined space, I can't do them. Nope. So that's the reason why Funnybone ain't never been to jail and prison, because I know that's confined space. I've been in the military, in the barracks, and I know that's confined. That's confined enough for me. Prison even worse. That's why I told you I know that ain't for me. But like I said, Mr. Diddy, we'll holler at you. But Funnybone, like I told y'all, this is a travel channel. And y'all let me know what y'all favorite vacation. What's your fantasy vacation? Where would you like to go if you had one place to pick and you want to go on vacation for 2 weeks? What country? No matter what country, wherever it is. Let Funnybone know, where would you go? Where would you go? And I know everybody have that place where they would like to visit one day. If they was able to go, if they was able to spend paradise for a week or 2. Everybody got that in their mind where they would like to go. So I would like to know, where would y'all like to go? So I know I have several places. So thank you, Miss Francis, my friend. That's one of my day ones right there. Miss Francis, man, she been rocking with me ever since I first started almost. And it just do me good when I see her come in every time. I appreciate loyalty like that, people. And keep it real, 1999, some of the people like that, I appreciate them because they rock with me no matter. That's what I want. People that gonna rock with me through the good, because I'm gonna always report the good, the bad, the ugly, the pretty, the smell good, the funky, whatever it is. I'm gonna report it. But anyway, that's why I say I got a couple places I would like to visit, like Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. I don't know why that's my number one, because I got a lot of people, a lot of creators that I talk to. Y'all call them passport brothers. I'm friends with almost all of them, and they're not passport brothers. They don't do a lot of stuff that y'all think. Those are business people. They're all about their business. growing their channels, and they trying to welcome Funnybone on board. And I can promise you right now, I'm definitely gonna link up with a couple of them. Ace Live, that's one of the ones I talked to, and James Listen Win, I talk to him time to time because I want to be like them. Both of them dropped their jobs and this is what they do now. That's what I want to do. I always want to travel and see the world and experience other cultures. My channel will be more like Ace Live channel. So y'all look Ace Live up, y'all see what I'm talking about, and you'll notice that him and Funnybone have corresponded a pretty good bit. So yeah, I got friends that already travel. That's what motivated me to do it. So people, I saw this, and I want to know. I want to interact with my fans, all of my subscribers, the funnies. That's what I call my subscribers, the funnies. Y'all are the funnies to me. I appreciate every one of you. When I go live, y'all can interact with me, ask me any question, anything you want to know about Funnybone, because you're going to see me in a whole different way soon. I've been telling y'all that in this coming. I told y'all I was going to do a studio. I did. It's here. I had to work the kinks out, but I did that because I got a vision of what I want to be, and I want to be able to share my experience with everybody who was kind enough to subscribe to me. I appreciate y'all. So I thank y'all. Funnybone love y'all. Have a good evening, and when y'all winding down, y'all let Funnybone know, how do y'all wind down? What is your go-to when you come home from a long day of work? What do you do to unwind? Let Funnybone know. Funnybone will tell y'all a couple things I used to do, but you know, some of them I'm gonna have to tell y'all late at night when the children are in the bed. You know, they down for the count. Some of my stuff I gotta tell y'all for grown-ups and adults. So Funnybone love y'all. Funnybone got a whole lot of more stuff to look at. I thank y'all for tuning in. And if you missed the live stream, go ahead and check it out later on today. Because Funnybone probably do another video, and I'm gonna start back doing my funny shorts. I'm gonna do those almost every day. So people, y'all gonna see a whole lot of Funnybone, both sides, the serious side and the funny side. Funnybone love y'all.